How do you be present? How do you just be? How do you stay in a present state and just be? To then, when you just be, you get better. And that's the hardest thing is like, how do I be present? How do I be present? Shh. Welcome to the Secret Life Podcast. Tell me your secret. I'll tell you mine. Sometimes you have to go through the darkness to reach the light. That's what I did. After 12 years of recovery in sex and love addiction, I finally found my soulmate, myself. Please join me in my novel, Secret Life of a Hollywood Sex and Love Addict, a 4-time bestseller on Amazon. It's a brutal, honest, raw, gnarly ride, but hilarious at the same time. Check it out now on Amazon. Welcome to Secret Life Podcast. I'm Brianne Davis-Gantt. Today, I'm pulling back the curtains of all kinds of human secrets. We'll hear about what people are hiding from themselves or others. You know, those deep, dark secrets you probably want to take to your grave, or those lighter, funnier secrets that are just plain embarrassing. Join me each week as we take a deep dive into one subject matter, exploring the how, what, when, where, and why of it all. Get ready for a more focused, more revealing journey of the human experience. This is Secret Life, and I'm excited for you to join the ride. And today we are talking about dun dun dun, just being. What the fuck does that mean? Let me see. I have it tattooed on my foot. Just be. Just be. So I wanted to do this. I always, at the new year, right? This is the episode. This is January 6th, 2025. I always think, what am I going to do for the first episode of the new year? And I always put this pressure on myself, like, what is it going to be? Last year it was embrace the pain. Don't worry about a resolution. Embrace the pain. Keep evolving. This is the year to keep evolving. And I love that. But this year I was like, just fucking be. Just be wherever you are. Again, this resolution bullshit, just be. Like I am where I am at this moment. And yes, I am going to move forward. And yes, I want to be, but I just want to be. And how I'm looking at that this year, just be better. Just fucking be better. I just want to be better than I was last year and just be better. Like get better. And because it really triggered me this weekend. I saw a review. I don't look at reviews. I don't look at reviews for my book. I don't look at reviews for podcasts. I don't look at reviews. Like even when I was acting, I did not look at reviews. I am not one of those people that cares really what you say about me or my work or anything like that. I just don't. Like I try to detach from those things, and I'm here of service and I'm creating something. But there was, I was sending someone an episode of a podcast because I was talking about limerence. So I was sending them the limerence podcast from last year at the end of the year. And there's a new review for the podcast. And I read it and I was like, this is so personal. And I looked at the date of when this review was left, and it lined up with the date of when I stopped working with the client because his girlfriend got mad at me because he was setting a boundary with her, and he had to stop working with me because the girlfriend I worked with didn't like the boundary, and it sounded exactly like the girlfriend and how she spoke. And I know it's her. And I 100%, it's like the name she used and the way she speaks and everything. And I was like, oh my God, she went and left me a shitty review. And what a little asshole is what I thought. You are so, because you didn't like the boundary your boyfriend was setting with you. So you went and he now stopped working with me, which is fine. I don't care. Fine, go ahead. But to go and leave a bad review, that's not even true. What you're writing is not even true. Like trying to come at me, even though I've saved her life like 4 times. And a part of me got so angry. Like I wanted to text her and go, take down your review. I saved your life. You almost did this and this and this. And I really wanted it. And I'm like, know what? Just fucking be. Who cares? Be better, Brianne. Be better. Be better than her. Be better than you. Be better than what you want to do. And it just really hit me. It's like, just be better. And so that's why I'm doing this to be better, me to be better, and me to be better, a better person than I ever thought I needed to be. I don't need to reach out to her. If she wants to leave a review, have at it. One plus one equals five, like Keanu Reeves says. Fine. Do you, boo? Do you? One plus one equals fine. Enjoy. Enjoy if you thinking that's true. So that's why I want to do this episode. So I want you, how can you just be? Be present, be where you are to then be better. So how do you be present? How do you just be? How do you stay in a present state and just be? To then, when you just be, you get better. And that's the hardest thing is like, how do I be present? How do I be present? So it's like getting in the present state of mind. And I have to practice that. I have to look at myself and go, how can I be present? And how can I stay in this? So it's like, is my mind full? Full of chaos, full of worry, full of fear, full of future, full of past, full of this bullshit review that's not real, that's very personal and not even about the podcast? Is that does that help me? Or is my mind am I mindful? Am I grateful? Am I in my present state? Am I connected to my son? Am I connected to the people I am helping that are grateful for what I'm doing, that are taking the boundaries and respecting people's boundaries and not trying to manipulate and get what they think they need in that relationship? Do I look at all the mindful things that I'm doing, the gratitude in my life, the second book coming out this year? Do I look at those things and say, yes, that's where I get present, not a mind full of clutter and crap? Does that make sense? So that's the first way. And how do I just say, number one, number one that I am doing to just be so I can be better is limit technology. I shouldn't be looking at reviews. I should have just literally downloaded that and sent it off to whoever needed it and not seen, oh, more reviews. None of my business. None of my business. That is not staying present. That is not staying present and just be and just being. That is not how it works. So limit technology, completely limiting, doing less time on it, being in my life, being with my family or whoever I'm with in that present moment, meaning me, just being with me, because that's the most important. And fully engaging with other people, making eye contact, not having my phone there, asking questions, pay attention who's in my life. And that's the beauty of the work I do. Because I'm with people. Even when I'm on Zoom, I am with and engaged and listening to people. So I'm lucky to have that every day in my life. And stop trying to multitask, Brianne. Stop trying to multitask. That is not me be just being. I am the best multitasker. I can do 8 things at one time and still look like I'm being present, and I need to stop doing it. Mark says I'm the best multitasker, which is so sweet, but I need to stop. I need to just be doing one thing at one time, and I'll still get everything done. But that's me just being, and that will make me be better because I'll be more fully there. So focus on one thing at one time. The next thing I'm going to try is notice when my worrying thoughts or things are bringing me back, bring back to good moments or good intentions or being present. Oh, a worrying thought. Oh, there's my dog coming in. Oh, maybe I'll give her a kiss and a hug before I start, my next session, or go get a nice glass of water or sparkling water, or go talk to Mark real quick. Just being present in the moment. Or what do I need right now? Do I need a cookie? Or do I need a healthy snack? Or do I need to just walk out in the backyard and sit in the sun for 5 minutes before the session starts? How do I just be present in this moment to be better, to be more connected to myself, to then be more connected to others? And then I need to expand my mindful living, mindfulness, the gratitude, being present, being one with myself, all that stuff. I hate the word mindfulness because it feels like it's like these things that it's like all this up in the air stuff, but getting back in my body. So using those things like touching, feeling things, like doing the ice on my face if I'm feeling out of my body. So I always like the art of just being present, just being in myself. So art, activity, routine, and triggers. So let's look at it. This is like the mindfulness I'm talking about. You can bring this mindful activity to your daily life. Even if you don't have a chance to sit down in a quiet place, you can call it art, A-R-T, of being present. Activity, A, right? Bringing mindfulness into an activity you do, like for the day, pick one activity you love to do and do it every day. Gardening, running, biking, swimming, doing a puzzle is for me, walking the dog, going on a hike. One activity you love doing it every day. Like one of my clients loves to find seashells on the beach. She lives in Florida, so she goes and does that. Another one loves yoga. She does that every morning. What do you love doing every day? An activity. That keeps you to be present with self. Another one loves Pilates. Another one loves acupuncture. What do you like to do every day? Then have a routine, right? The R. Choose one of your daily routines and be mindful doing it. Like a thing you have to do: folding clothes, washing dishes, vacuuming, walking while going to work or eating your lunch. When you are doing that, be very mindful while doing it. Be very present while doing it. While I'm folding the clothes, I'm not listening to a voicemail, then talking to somebody, then doing. No, be very intentional while folding clothes. You are folding clothes. While doing the dishes, you are doing the dishes. So you are present in your body doing that activity. T, triggers. We all have things that set us off. You know, those emails, those annoying coworkers, those drivers you have to talk to, people at the airport. Choose one and decide to replace this thing that irritates you and try to be present with it and see why you're reacting with irritation. So maybe if that coworker irritates you, go, why is this coworker irritating me? And sit with it and go, is it reminding me of my mom and my dad or my sister or my brother or somebody in my life, my ex or not? And try to see, oh, it's the way they talk or say, or they don't listen and that, and see if you can find the trigger. Because if you can identify the trigger, then you can actually be more present and be more aware of when it's that person is triggering you, or the email, the way the email said, is it making you feel stupid? Is it making you feel like you didn't do your job correctly? When you are mindful and aware of why things trigger you, then they trigger you less. And that's being more present. That is being in yourself. That is just being. Does that make sense? Because I am really wanting to go into this new year of just literally being so I can be better. I can be a better person. I can be a better at my job, better to myself, better wife, better mother, and just all around a better person. Because being present can be fucking painful. It is painful. I rather be in fantasy. I rather be thinking about the past and fantasy of the future, or be in la la land than be present. Because being present, you have to disengage with thoughts and enjoy the exact moment. Because here's the fucking deal: being present is all we have. Being with self is all we have. Being in this body is all I have. I can't be anywhere else. I can't be like down 5 minutes from now because I actually don't know what's going to happen in 5 minutes. And the mind is a tool and it's not mastered yet. So if we don't control this insanity of not being, just being, it literally can create stories and it literally takes over my mind because I believe my thinking is what got me into my addictive behavior, which got me sick. So I every day have to go, don't trust the thinking all the time. Don't trust the thinking. Trust my tools. Trust what got me sober for 15 years. Trust what got me out of my way because my thinking ain't the best thinking. The tools I learned and developed and learned from other people and studied and, you know, got all the information and from my mentors and masters and everything like that and teachers has helped me grow. So I want to pass it on to you. So our whole motto this new year is just being in self and just being better. Because my thinking, not so good. Because present is all we got. So I'm asking you, be present, and ways to live in the present. This is how I do it. 3 things, gratitude list at night. I've told you that. Do things slowly with intention. Like I said, don't multitask. Okay, here's another one. Try to laugh. Be aware of what you are observing and try to engage in it. Try to find humor in things and try to find joy. And also in the middle of my day, I'm trying to pause now. I'm going to really try to pause, close my eyes, inhale, exhale, count to 10, and just sit still or stand still for a little bit. Like this, just try to be. Like, what is my body feeling? What is there's like humming? Is there sensations? And when I'm with someone, I'm really trying to have eye contact with them, which is so hard for an avoidant like me and an introvert like me. I am very introverted, but I am trying to make eye contact and hold eye contact with people, which is so intimate. It's so uncomfortable. And lastly, if I'm in a meeting and I feel like I can sometimes talk too much, I'm going to take a deep breath and I'm going to ground myself in a moment. And you'll see sometimes if I'm speaking, I can take sometimes like a pause and I'll be like, hold on. And I'll ground myself for a moment. And I'm just going to try to like do that. And then all right, I got myself. Again. Let me just take a moment to collect myself. I'm going to try to do that more and allow myself. It's almost like allowing myself to reset in the exact moment and be okay with that because people actually lean in. When people do that, I always thought, oh my gosh, you look stupid and you don't know what you're saying and you look like you're nervous. And actually, people lean into that vulnerability. So that's how I'm going to go into this year of just being in me so I can be better and I can go deeper in self. So I want you to try any of those things if they resonate with you, and also to not go searching like I did for anything that might trigger the fucking shit out of you, like I accidentally did, because there's a part of our brain that doesn't want to be, that wants to create chaos. And that's what I realized. I was in such a great place and having such a great space that sometimes we search for something to create a problem to be out of that great space and great place, because just being is so uncomfortable. And so I'm not going to be uncomfortable with it anymore. I'm going to just be in the good because it's good right now. And I'm going to embrace it because I know it's the flow of life and I'm good. So I'm going to just be to be better. I hope you have a wonderful year. We're all in this together and I got you. I'm in it with you. Thank you for listening to Secret Life Podcast. I'd love to hear your thoughts for this topic. Let me know if you want me to discuss anything at secretlifepodcast@icloud.com. Until next time. Thanks again for listening to the show. Please subscribe, rate, share, or send me a note at secretlifepodcast.com. And if you'd like to check out my book, head over to secretlifenovel.com or Amazon to pick up a copy for yourself or someone you love. Thanks again. See you soon.